Yeah.
With the angry look.
And a dirty David, because I've been doing work around the house, so I'm kind of messy. And then a kitty.
Nobody wants to see that
down
cat.
here. Oh, somebody wants to see Kitty. Anyway, these were just dropped off. They're both from the same person. And this one has a hole punched clean through it that obviously penetrates what's inside. And the post office did that. That's negligence. So I'm going to see how.
What do you do when the post office does that?
Well, you still have to report it. This is through eBay.
Right.
So, I mean, you still have to report it. And then if they're not willing to deal with it, a claim has to be made. Yeah.
Let me show you. See, it went all the way through the saran wrap.
Well, the
bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Oh, the hole in the box.
Package. And I was looking forward to this too. It's a couple of vintage Weebles.
Is it unopened?
Here.
Was it a sealed?
This
package?
is not sealed, but I mean
but still.
that's ugly.
Yeah.
And I can't take a good look at it because they wrapped every single piece in here. I mean, they made an effort. You know, I'll give them that. And you know, if anybody's curious, I can probably do a showcase on these. I'm a fan of the old Weeble sets, but that's heartbreaking right there. It survived all these years,
But it
all the
can't
way
survive the post office.
all the way from 1974 when this set was produced. And, you know, they get their little jet in their car and the little boat.
And the map.
From 74 to now, for the post office to punch a hole in the damn thing.
Yeah.
And that's just aggravating. Yeah, you know, Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They hadn't had enough to drink yet.
Now, it looks like it's in good shape.
That's the Weebles Mickey Mouse Clubhouse inbox. And this fared better.
Yeah, a lot better.
You see just a picture of a kid playing with it, and then what comes with it, including the TV cameras for Mickey there. And this one, was this one also 1974, I want to say? I don't know if there's a date on it or not.
Hasbro.
Yeah, Hasbro did the Weebles. And then Europe also had a license for Weebles, but they didn't look like these. These are like, you know, it's a plastic shell and there's a picture inside. But those, I forget what they call them, but the ones in Europe were actually sculpted.
Okay.
And they looked creepy. But yeah, that's what just came in, and that's in nice shape. That's a heartbreak right here. And again, if anybody's curious, I can always do a showcase on these. And here we go. Got a box marked fragile, which is an oxymoron if it's a priority mail free box from postage, because these are notoriously flimsy, but this one's not in bad shape. Now this I just got, already opened it up. And this is a vintage Parents Magazine series book. You can see it matches up perfectly with Alexander there, also from the same series. But I had both of these books when I was a kid. And I came across this one. It took me a while. I couldn't remember the name of the book. I couldn't remember the title. But I found it again. And it surprises me how many of these vintage books are so incredibly inexpensive. I think I paid $7 for this one, and it's an original copy. So if you have any children's books out there that you were fond of as a child, they probably don't cost that much if you want to go out and look for them again. Now we get into the meat of this. Hello, Kitty. Where have you been? See Kitty down there.
Nobody want to see that old ugly cat.
Poor bit. Oh, she's not ugly. Poor thing. You can see the break in her leg there, the way she's standing. I see how you try to get away from the cat.
Well, no, you turned your back and I couldn't see the
Oh, I'm
picture
sorry.
the box anymore, so I came around.
Just trying to get into it. And we used a lot of priority resources.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Golly.
Yeah, okay. Just robbed the post office here. Hopefully the postal inspector's not watching. All right. What do you think it is?
I don't know. Oh, comic books.
Yes. Did he tape them all together too? Dude! Alright. I'll try to show you. He taped them all together too.
Should have just put a big old thing of duct tape around all of them.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I would.
Don't use duct tape, use painter's tape. If you're going to put tape on bundles like this. Some X-Men. It's an X-Men lot, but there's a couple of gems in here. See if we can spot them. For those of you who are curious. Because, yeah, there's a couple of decent ones in here that will be getting cleaned and pressed.
Okay, you're going to send them in for grading?
Mm-hmm. See if anybody can spot the really impressive ones. We're getting there.
Yeah, slowly but
You
surely.
made it complicated. And I do not tape any when I bag and board. Like you see, there's a piece of tape right there. I always remove that. I never have tape on there because I've seen too many books that have damage from when somebody removed a book and it got hung up on this tape and it shredded off a little piece of paper from the cover or something. So I never use tape there. Nothing really big in this section. Oh, there it is. And here we go again. And these are in majority decent shape anyway, so I wouldn't need to do much. Almost finished. And that 244 there, first appearance at Jubilee. That's a really good key.
What are key issues?
Key issues are issues that are of significance and collectors primarily target them, like a first issue, a first appearance, the death of a specific character. There's another one. See, Wolverine #1. At last, in his own monthly series. So that would be a key, because it's issue #1. Sometimes the last issue can be a key. Sometimes an issue with significance. Like, again, this one is a key because it's the first appearance of Jubilee in here. Like Jerry Lewis had a comic book, and it ran for 14 years, actually, if I'm not mistaken. It started out as Martin and Lewis, then it went to Jerry Lewis. And in a single issue, there's a crossover with Batman and Robin. No other superheroes or villains or anybody appeared in any other book. But that one issue is a key because Batman, Robin, and the Joker are in it.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean? Because they were out of context with how the series usually went. It was more like an Archie comic. And that was done, like, what, in the late 60s? I can't remember exactly. But, you know, something of significance that would attract people, collectors, to really want to own it. A #1 issue, a first appearance, a death, the formation of a team, or a change in the title, for example, like, what is it, X-Men 114? I can't remember. X-Men, the title changed to Uncanny X-Men. They added the Uncanny to it, the Uncanny X-Men. And so that's a key issue for a lot of people because it was a transition. Things like that.
Okay.
But that's what
David
we got
has a
so far.
package.
Yes, I do. I do have a package. I could have had 2.
Could have had.
But one is lost.
One is lost.
One is lost. We don't know where it is. The post
It's in the
office.
post office in the back.
They can't find it. So they told me. I was there forever. Oh, sorry, we can't find it. I'll have to leave a note for the box master. And he ain't here. So,
He done left for the day. He
left for
filled
the
up
day.
those boxes and that guy leaves.
yes.
They always call his name, and by the time you get there, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, just cram that in there, why don't you?
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
This will make a certain viewer a little jealous.
Ooh, I know who that's going to make jealous.
Yeah.
Oh.
Reduced $5. And you've probably seen these before, and you're probably wondering, nothing on the back. This is LJN Emergency. You see this got some damage to it, but these are hard to find. Why is it black? Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Come over here.
Let's come over here.
You see, LJN made a series of figures. They did the Rookies, SWAT, and Emergency. And they did 4 figures for each, if I remember correctly. And there's multiple packaging variations. And they did these in like 72, 73. And the original cards are the colored cards. When they reprinted them, they made the cards black.
Okay.
And there's also a 3rd and a 4th packaging variation because all of these figures were available in 2-packs and mail order boxes from Montgomery Ward's, which is basically just like coffin box style, like this, but with a photograph of the action figure on the front.
Okay.
Which are actually pretty hard to find, but the black carded versions, the reprints, if you will, or reissues, are not very easy to come by.
Okay.
But I just happened to come across one.
Stumble across.
I mean, I stumble across everything here. Every once in a while, you can get a decent price on something, and I had an opportunity, so I went for it. Because these are not easy to find. These Mego style, if you will, LJN figures, Mego-like, to coin a phrase, are very difficult to come by in any kind of packaging variation. More packaging. Now, this I had already went ahead and opened because it came in an envelope, and fortunately it came safely. Who remembers these? How about a trip down memory lane? This is an unused sticker sheet from Columbia House.
Who keeps that kind of stuff?
Whoever this person was. Look at this. I'm gonna frame this.
Oh my
And of course,
gosh.
this is from their DVD club.
I used to get the music one.
I mean, not DVD, I'm sorry, VHS.
Yeah.
VHS cassette club. And it says select any 6 for 39 cents each plus shipping and handling, which is probably an outrageous price. And then you can pick a 7th and 8th right now for $9.99, but then you got to pay the full club price for the rest. And if you recall, in the 80s and early 90s, VHS cassettes were over $100 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
So you get added up quickly.
Yeah, they had the tapes, because I used to do the ones for the tapes.
Yeah.
And then they moved over to CD, and then they kind of faded out after CD. I don't think they ever made it to DVDs. I don't remember. But I do remember these sticker sheets. I used to put them on the wall.
I know we stuck that stuff. The Columbia House and BMG Music Club.
BMG, yeah.
And, what was the other one?
There's only two I
Publishers
remember.
Clearinghouse with the magazine stickers.
Yeah. I used to put that on the wall, too.
I'm gonna
I don't know
frame
why I put it on the wall,
And,
but...
it's not a huge market for it, but you can't find these unused sheets. This is
Yeah.
pretty rare, actually. Now, this is from Justice Curry, who apparently, a.k.a. the Toy Viper now. And what are you doing to me here with this packaging, Justice?
Yeah.
What's going on? And I know what this is. And a lot of you watching probably know who Justice Curry is, because he sells a lot of stuff, usually through Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, you bought a few things from him.
Yeah, I've gotten things from him in the past.
Yeah, he's a good person to buy from if he's selling something you ever wonder because you never bought. He ships very fast, and his packing is usually really good.
Yeah.
So, and he's fair and honest in his pricing.
A card from a vintage Puffy Stickers, 1982. Okay. Some weird stuff in here. That's his card.
Yeah, he did plastic crack.
That's him.
We
He's
haven't seen
one of
that.
the people that are
Yeah.
involved with it, yeah.
We haven't seen that yet.
A Desert Storm card. And an actual Empire Strikes Back card. Takeover of Rebel Base. And some paper towel. And what these are is Skeleton Warriors by Playmates. I used to have a whole set of these, and he came across a big box lot of them recently. His sword is sliding. Oh, there we go. Or missile, rather. Skeleton Warriors just recently, which was an early to mid-90s property, I believe. Yeah, 94. And I used to have a complete set, and of course that's part of the collection that I lost. So I ordered some from him. Grimskull with his little dog. And one more should be. These are all the humans from the series. It's one of those few properties, and you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeletons, and then there's like 2 horses and a couple of bikes. They didn't get far with it. It was based on a cartoon, or cartoon to sell toys. You know how that works. It's one of those properties, and I'm always telling people all the time, if you want vintage toys and you think you can't afford it, that many of the 90s properties have not jumped off yet. These probably wouldn't be worth more than $20, $25 a piece right now, even though they're from 94, because that generation hasn't started looking for this stuff yet. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we got in the mail today. You're ready. We have a box.
Yay, and I'm excited about this.
Are you?
Yeah, because it's going to kind of close out one of my collections that I'm really excited about, really proud of. So this is going to close it out.
Smattering of this and that for packaging.
Yeah.
At least because I know what this is.
Yeah.
But at least it's not in a big vinyl bag.
Like one of the other ones
Yeah.
I got.
We did an unboxing some time ago, and it came in a bag, and it's like it was beat to death. This they put in a box like it should have been.
Yeah.
It is
the
Dukes of Hazzard. Although I'm pretty sure that the sheriff's car never burst into flame.
No, none of the cars ever. They did a lot of crashing, but
They
not a
wrecked
lot of burning.
vehicles.
Yeah. So,
This looks like the same artwork from the TV tray, exactly.
yeah, and that's why I got it. And we'll move over and I'll show you. Okay, and this is my little Dukes of Hazzard section right here. And this is what I needed, and what David was saying, this looks like the same picture.
Yeah.
And it is. It's the same picture as is the lunch tray.
Yeah.
So I have my lunch tray, the lunchbox thermos, the General Lee up there that came from the Joe Fest.
Yeah, the Joe Fest exclusive general with Joe's of Hazard.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this line. You know, I really like it. Got my little General Lee.
45 LP.
Yeah.
And her autograph.
It is a record,
Yeah.
a full-size record that I'm going to try and get. And then it'll be 100% complete thing.
Oh, yeah.
But right
Something
now,
else will turn up.
no, right now that's it.
Yeah.
So I got the trash can. Again, it matches the lunch tray. I got my car. It's not the Migo because I didn't like the Migo car. It was too plasticky and cheap looking. So I got the American Muscle Ertl car.
Yeah, the diecast.
Yeah, which looks a lot better.
Looks like Bo has just killed himself in there. His head is like up against the windshield or the frame of the thing there.
And they tore up a lot of cars.
They did. I forget how many, but they talked about they were doing a documentary on the Dukes of Hazzard, and they said that they were so short on them that they would drive around to like parking lots, supermarkets and department stores and malls, and look for Dodge Chargers and leave a card on their windshield asking if they can please buy it and that they'll pay above market, because they wrecked so many Dodge Chargers and the sheriff's cars too.
And we saw a video where they had the Dodge Charger graveyard with all of the Chargers in there and the police cars and everything.
Were just dozens of them just in rows lined
and
up.
rows.
Yeah, it's incredible how many cars they wrecked in that show.
Because when you watch the show and they do their jumps, you can see the damage.
Yeah.
And then the next scene, it'll be another car.
Yeah. They cut it right when it lands, if you've noticed, but when it lands, you can actually see the car crumple. But then they cut frame, like she said, to a different car speeding away. But if you right in that split second, you can see the car just getting demolished.
Yeah.
It's incredible what they did on that show.
Yeah, so I am happy to add this to my collection and to kind of close it out. Like I said, I really like this. This is one of my favorites of my collection, and I like it. You know, say what you want, feel what you feel.
Yeah.
I like it.
And oh well.
Yeah. I like it, and that's all that matters.